Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Talk Sense. Now, essentially this is a tea-based note fragrance battle, whatever you want to call it, but the predominant note that I will focus on is tea. Generically tea, because some are more citrusy, some are more spicier, some are more fruitier, but essentially my take on a particular note that really is probably amongst the top five notes. So I really appreciate certain types of fragrance. I feel I gravitate towards certain ones. And that includes notes that really do, top it off for me. One of them being tea, relaxes me, absolutely puts me in more of a chilled mood. Another one being fruitiness, like passion fruit, raspberry, those kind of fruity, pops, maybe plums as well. Coconut also being one for the summertime if it's done correctly. Um, and vanilla. I'm a sucker for vanilla, but in the right way. They have to be done right. They can't be too cloying. They can't be too, spicy, pepper, whatever. And they need to smell as well blended. As we all know as fragrance people, they can't be coming off as synthetic. So what this video is about is really explaining where each of these sits, what I get from them, what my preference is. And again, it's my preference. I might upset many of you because everyone, well, not everyone, there are many of you that don't. There are a lot of people out there that seem to think the world revolves around imagination. LV, Louis Vuitton Imagination, that's the only one. Anything else doesn't matter and doesn't include. Anyhow, that's not my take on it. I appreciate that scent. I appreciate that DNA. I don't think it's the best. I think there are others better than it, and I will explain my reasons why and my opinions in this video. But yours might differ, and that's what this is about. So get involved, write your comments, like, subscribe. If you want to decant any of these, the links below, you can do so. So without further ado, I've talked about Dynasty, however you want to say it, from Lattafa being one of the more recent up-to-date releases from Lattafa. This is a rooibos tea, so you get the citriness. Now it's different from the spicy, peppery, zingy teas. This is more silky, smoother, citrusy, brighter off the top, and a fresher, fruitier, not only opening but transition. And once you smell it, you realize actually it's nothing like LV Imagination. It's not trying to be. It's got the rooibos tea note. It's got a little bit of raspberry off the top, and it's very smooth and silky. And it's an all year round, any time of day fragrance, which many of these are, but some are more than others, and this is one of them. I'd certainly say if you've got one of the dupes of LV Imagination, such as Marwa, Art of Arabia 1, they don't smell similar to this. Try this out. This is more of a fruitier, sweeter, citrusier uptake of that less spiciness, far less spiciness, and it's more silky and smooth. And it does well. It really does well. I appreciate it. It really has a nice nuance to it that I'm glad it's part of the collection. Now, I'll go on to Marwa and Art of Arabia and put them together because I've done a video comparing these two, but they essentially are takes on the Louis Vuitton Imagination. Now, Art of Arabia does well. The only problem with this is it's probably bettered by Marwa now. This has been out for some time, but I would say that if you've got this, I don't think you need Marwa. I think stick with it. It does a good job. Now, the only thing I'd say is like many of the Lattafas, it comes off a little bit synthetic. Yeah, this is battered, by the way, guys. Sorry, apologize. I mean, this is just terrible. Whoever I got this from, it was a damaged collar. Anyhow, it's a little bit synthetic right off the top, and that's all I'd say. But it does mellow down, and it has that nuances that you find. The tea note really well done. The freshness, the tea note certainly there. And Art of Arabia does that quite well. So if you have that, keep at it. Marwa has been difficult to find. It's been out for some time now, but it took me a while to get hold of it, and it's been in and out of stock. I don't know what it's like now. It's got a great pressurized atomizer. I do like Arabiyat Prestige. I've been singing their praises before these were released for other older previous fragrances, but this does that to a T. Great pressurized atomizer. Yep, you do definitely get more of a balanced blended tea note off the top. That's really well appreciated. It's got that citrusy nature to it. But essentially that DNA, yes, it's fresh. Yes, it's clean. They're the two things it gives you. Is it exciting? I don't think so. Is it as relaxing as other tea-based fragrances? No, and I'll get onto that. But yeah, it's fresh and clean, this DNA is, and it does well. Where does it sit with Dynasty? They're different. So this is brighter, silkier, I'd say more opulent, whereas this is cleaner, fresher, and again, an everyday wear, all, very, very, very easy grab, very easy reach, very dumb reach. This is probably a classier, smoother, I'd say, more elegant fragrance. Okay, now what tops them, and I'll get to Liam Gray, that doesn't top them. That's a complete different take. This is, I'll do that last, is Wulong Cha X. And you can see the dent. I've not had this long. This is a 50ml, but I have used this more than any other fragrance over the spring and summer. Summer, actually, I didn't even get it in spring over that period of time. Apologies for the focus, but Nishane just do some of the most well-blended fragrances. Obviously, they're a little bit more, they are more expensive than these here, but they're still not crazy expensive. And if you shop around, you can get some good bargains and some good discounts on them. But this essentially does the tea note the best out of all of them. And it's a little bit different. So it's got more of a, it's got more of a Wulong Cha style tea, like a Japanese tea DNA to it, backbone to it. It's got a citrusy opening, so it's almost like a photorealistic slice of lemon that's dipped into your chai, into your tea. That smell you get from lemon tea, and that transitions, that lasts for that gives you the freshness from the opening, the beautiful lemony scent and citrusy scent. It's not harsh at all. It's so nice and fresh, and then it has that relaxing backbone of the Japanese tea note in the background. Wulong Cha, oh, it's fantastic. I really love this. This is my best fragrance for the tea lovers. I'd go as far as saying, for me, this is the best tea note fragrance, better than Louis Vuitton Imagination. In my personal opinion, it does more from the beginning to the end. It transitions better, and it has more of a pleasant profile than that other alternative, in my opinion. And your opinion may differ, but if you've not tried this, give it a go. The reason why I don't know, again, whether it's better than Wulong Cha Original, the X version. The reason why I've gone for the X version is it adds an extra element of freshness, citrusiness off the top. It isn't just a tea note all the way through. It is really well blended and transitions beautifully throughout. And it can be used, again, as a dumb reach all year round, special occasion or not, but it really pops in the spring, summer, and maybe even autumn as well. But if you want to smell fresh, clean, relaxed, and just enjoy your scent, this, you can't go wrong with it. So that's one to certainly give a go if you haven't. Now, Liam Gray, probably the cheapest of everything that's here and has been out for a fair while. BDK Chanel, Gris Chanel dupe, clone, whatever, alternative, for possibly less than £20 in the UK. I got this for 15, 16, 17 pounds. Again, a huge dent. Reason why that's got a dent in it is because I like to spray this at night in the evenings. It really relaxes me. It's got a powdery, irisy, violet leaf essence to it, mixed in with a fig note and tea. And I think all of them go well together. And the fact that it costs less than £20 is an absolute, I don't know I mean, hats off to Lattafa, but it just goes to show there are so many other fragrances that aren't as nice in its profile or well blended in terms of what this comes. It doesn't come across synthetic for me. Batches may vary. It's macerated for a long time. I've had it for over a year, and I can use this at any time. So I sometimes use this in professional setting environments. It's more, I'd say it leans more towards the mature. I think tea as a note is, I wouldn't say it's only for mature people, but it's possibly less for the those who are, teenagers and want vibrant, shouty ingredients and notes. This is more of a mellowed, well put together, well dressed person, professional, but also, as I said, if it's not in an environment or an office environment that you're using these, that they all would work well in, this just does so well at night. And this puts me to sleep in a relaxing moment. I love spraying this on, gives me that relaxed vibe, and I really appreciate it. And Gris Charnel is a great perfume, but it costs so much money, and I don't think you need to pay any extra. Just go for this. It really does a great job. So that's my take on tea-based fragrances in my collection. I will be adding more to them as I go along, but definitely, guys, these, yeah, they're good. Give them a go. You don't need one over the other. Whichever one you have, keep it. If you haven't got the money for Louis Vuitton Imagination, I don't want to spend that much money on that type of scent. One of them will do. Dynasty is slightly different, more fruitier, very silky, smooth. Give it a go. Brighter. Can't top Nishane Wulong Cha X. I'm sorry, maybe it's just my preference and the way my nose is tuned. And Liam Grey takes its own powdery nuance, earthiness to this tea note, and takes it to another, transitions it to another another area in terms of an experience for your nose. So give them all a go. But for me, it's a note that I love, so I'd say they all are worth buying, or one of the others. So yeah, maybe, yes, for sure, absolutely should be in everyone's collection. If you like Imagination, possibly get this or this. This one's possibly the better one out of the two because it's better blended throughout, and it does well. Great presentation and pressurized atomizer. Liam Grey, absolutely, for the money it costs, you'd be silly not to add this to your collection if you really like that DNA. Right, guys, that's me done. Let me know what you think. If you've got any of these, if you want to add anything to it, tell me if I'm wrong about Louis Vuitton Imagination, because everyone seems to love to do that in the comments. I'm not beating it up. It's good. It's just not great in my opinion. But thank you for that, for listening in. Do like, subscribe, comment below. Take care, guys. Bye.